Hi, T. Yep, I turned on mobile data. I turned on Do Not Disturb. So I finally remembered those things. Hi, Chow. Hi, Carmen. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Sandy. Just bear with me while I get my stuff adjusted here. Hi, Carol. Hi, Cheryl. Make sure you go to live chat. Hi, Marlene. Man, this looks so crooked. There we go. Okay. Hi, Susan. Hi, Jean. Hi, PJ. Hi, Karen. Okay. Hi, Abraham. Oh yes, there's so many cool stamps this month. A lot of very, very fun ones that you might want to put on your wish list. Or get them while you can get them at 15% off, right? I'm still not happy with the angle of my phone here. Hi, Gloria. Yeah, I know. You see something new and it's very tempting, that's for sure. All right. Oh, hopefully that goes back into focus. Seems like it's out of focus. Maybe that's because I have a couple different things on my desk and my camera is trying to figure out which one it should focus on. We'll get started here in a minute, guys. It just now turned 7:02. Okay. All right. I hope everybody's having a fantastic Thursday. Today is my Friday. I'm off work till Tuesday. I am very happy about that. Who wouldn't be, right? Okay. Well, hang out as long as you can. We're glad that you're here. I want to show you some happy mail that I have received. I received this real pretty rainbow thank you card from Stephanie Walter. She was a winner. Oh, why does my phone look so crooked? She was a winner of a giveaway that I recently had with the Technique Junkies Stamp With Me. It looks straight when I look at it through the lens on the top of the camera, but whenever I look at it online, it looks crooked. Isn't that a pretty card? I think that's just so pretty with the rainbows and everything. Yeah, very nice. I received a little letter from my friend Gloria Smith that is basically an envelope slash card all in one, so I won't be opening that. Yeah, really clever. Isn't that nice? And then Pam Sertich sent some really cool goodies, and I'll show these to you. She sent a pretty card. Extras, which are always appreciated because that frees me up to, you know, have some ready-made items that I can put together. But this is such a cute card. It says, does this floaty make me look fat? And then it says, this humidity is killing my hair. So cute. And then when it opens, it goes like this. It's like a slider card with a round cutout. Isn't that cute? Hi, Bobby. Oh, Gloria, are you kidding? You're well, it might not be the same one. Let me see. Let me look here. Michigan? Gloria, do you live in Michigan? Wow, small world. It says, baby, it's hot outside. Love and hugs, Pam. Super cute card. All right, she also sent the foiled pineapple with the background stamp. This, I think, is a background stamp from Local King stamp, but I don't want to be quoted on that. But it's really pretty because she foiled it. So she made one on this almost like okay, wow, that is a coincidence, right, Gloria? This one is an orange pineapple, and this one is like a matte purple pineapple. So pretty. Thank you so much, Pam, for sending these to me. And then she ink blended this. It says, stand tall, be sweet, wear a crown, be a pineapple. Hi, Melissa. So very, very appreciative. I appreciate getting mail, and it really makes my day. So thank you very much. Okay. What? Okay. So I've got the whole new release here from Technique Junkies, but I also have some new Shimmering Bliss sprays. And I had pre-sprayed some Shimmering Bliss panels because I wanted to use them tonight in my card making, but I can't find the panels that I created, so we might just have to make a couple together. I got 3 new blue colors that I didn't have before. So in case you're not familiar with Shimmering Bliss sprays, they're a mica spray that is available at Technique Junkies. And so this is really cool because you've got 3 different shades of blue. You've got Miami Vice, Lapis Lazuli, and Dolphin Cove. Yes, so I'm looking forward to making some beach backgrounds, water backgrounds with these 3 colors. We'll spray them out. Yeah, shades of blue. There are 3 different shades of blue. Okay, let's see here. We've got 2 very bright colors. We've got Vivid Volt, which is this bright green color. And then we've got Mindaro, which is a yellow. Okay, so this is something that I felt was basically missing from my collection of Shimmering Bliss colors. So I thought those would be really nice to add some variety so that I'm not always stamping with blues and purples. And then Nancy had purchased this one, Dragon's Blood, so I definitely got this one because I saw Nancy use it. I thought that was a really pretty, it's like a reddish orange, really pretty color. And then I got Smoldering Ash and Silver, which are similar but not exactly the same. So the silver is lighter than the Smoldering Ash, or maybe it's more, not lighter, but it's more mica, I think. Yeah. And then the Smoldering Ash, I saw Pat Huntoon use that on her channel. Oh no, she used it on Stamp with Me, and made some really cool looking, how do you say it? Patina. It looked like patina. So I thought I could use this with some embossing folders and spray that on there, and I thought that would look really nice. All right. So we will play with those later. But you can use my coupon code with Technique Junkies, and you can get 10% off your Shimmering Bliss sprays if that's something that you're interested in doing. And the new release stamps are on sale for 15% off until July the 8th. So the new release stamps, which we're going to go through them right now, automatically you'll get that discount of 15% off the new release stamps. And then the 10%, my code would be for anything else besides the new release stamps. Hope that makes sense to everybody. All right. Okay, so if you are subscribed to my blog, which I hope you all are subscribed to my blog, I used the Lighthouse Stamp Set on my blog today. So what this is it's a nice size background stamp with a variety of lighthouses and all different shapes and sizes. So what I did was I used a piece of acetate. Vellum. Yeah, get it right tonight, okay? I used a piece of vellum. So this is vellum. See how that is? It's a piece of vellum. And what I did was I stamped the lighthouses on the vellum. Okay, so I just used a regular old piece of vellum. It wasn't anything fancy, okay? Okay. And this is what it looks like when you stamp it on the vellum. Okay, so you've got, I used Catherine Puller ink and Archival, which is the black Catherine Puller ink. It's Archival. It's called Midnight. And you have to let it completely dry. So I let it dry overnight. I let it dry for a while. And then I colored the back. So I flipped it over and colored the back of the lighthouses. So for example, here's this bright red. And so this lighthouse at the bottom on my card, I colored it with the red here. And then I used like a brown color as well. And just use my alcohol markers. Gloria, I did not know you had a lighthouse. Did you guys know that Gloria had a lighthouse? We need to come visit you, Gloria, and go to your lighthouse. It's basically, I colored these just basically, they weren't colored after any lighthouses that I know of, just because I just wanted it to pop. I didn't want it to be all black and white lighthouses. I wanted them to be blue and some gray and some reds. So there we go. Okay, well, lighthouses are definitely very historical. And, you know, if you go to any seaside town, you're likely to see a lighthouse. So that's always fun. And I've actually been into the one in, this was quite an experience. It was a Tybee Island just outside of Savannah, just outside of Savannah, Tybee Island Lighthouse. That's really cool. When you go to the top of it, you can see all around the coast and everything. Super cool. And then I think I went up one somewhere else, but I can't remember where. But I've been to many, and some of them you can't go in. You just can only look at them from the outside. Anyway, so that's a technique that you can try when you have different images that you want to color in, just to make it a little bit different. So then I just took a piece of white card base and I put the vellum on top. And then for my sentiment, there's a new stamp set at Technique Junkies. It's all about, it's called Lighthouse Sentiments. And I used this one. You are a lighthouse in the storm of life. And I just used a piece of sort of aqua colored cardstock, and then I had some distressed glaze. The color was, of all colors, I think it was Twisted Citron. Anyways, it matched really nice. For some reason, it just looks really nice. Hi, Stacy. Some of the other sentiments are, you have the most amazing ability to make the most ordinary moment and make it shine. So playing on the sentiment, you know, of a lighthouse. This one says, let me be your lighthouse. This one says, I'd be lost without you. This one says, let your light shine. And then let light shine out of darkness. All right. So that's my first card and my first two stamps that I used. Next, we have a beautiful butterfly flourish collage. Technique Junkies has so many beautiful collage background stamps in their collection. This one is super beautiful, and I'm going to show you a few of the cards that I made using this butterfly flourish collage. So what I did was I stamped it using Catherine Pooler black archival ink, and then I used some Catherine Pooler inks and I did a rainbow background. Thank you, Suzanne, I appreciate it. Okay, that one turned out really nice and super bright and colorful. Thanks, Arnetta. Thank you, Mary. Thanks, Melissa. Okay, and then I made one using Distress Oxides. Well, this wasn't a lot of work. It was just stamping and ink blending. It was really quick, quite quick. This one is Distress Oxides. And then I sprinkled a little bit of water. I mean, the stamp does all the work for you. Everything's there. It looks like, you know, it's got brick, it's got scripty text, it has butterfly, it has flourishes, but you can add whatever colors to it you'd like. Oh, okay. She's being sarcastic. This one has yellows and oranges, Catherine Pooler inks. I used Tutti Frutti and Catching Rays and Limoncello. Such a pretty combination. I use the Hammermill Copy Paper Plus. Hammermill Cover Plus. Oh, Chow will have to link it. It is available in Nancy's YouTube shop, Amazon store. I'm running on fumes, you guys. It's been a long week at work and a lot of late nights trying to get all my design team work done. So I'm a little bit running on fumes here. And then the final one, I used purples and blues and the aquatini. But the paper does the paper is so nice because it's very smooth. And that recently is, that really is the key, having a smooth cardstock. The Hammermill cardstock is really smooth, takes the ink like a dream. And if you're having trouble ink blending, I would also recommend that you re-ink your ink pads, because it goes a lot smoother, I guess you can say, if your ink pads are nice and juicy. So that's another thing I would recommend, is definitely having juicy ink pads. I use the blending brush, the foam dome blending tools to blend these. You can also use blending brush. Yes, Mary, it's the paper with the lizard. I almost said it's the paper with the wizard, but it's the paper with the lizard. Maybe someday it'll have a wizard, but it's like magic. It's amazing paper. It's life-changing paper. All I can say is you get it and you'll start ink blending and you'll be like, oh my gosh, this is so much easier for ink blending. So those 4 cards, I love them. I will probably put a sentiment on these and use them for birthday cards. We have a lot of people in the FSC who have birthdays in July. So don't be surprised if you're a July birthday baby if you don't get one of these in the mail. Ah, they're so pretty. So this is bound to be one of my favorite stamps that have ever been released. I love it. But then again, I'm a sucker for a background collage. Next we have Floral Stamp with a beautiful sentiment. This one is called Accept What Is, and it's S928. S928. So I made 2 cards using this. Okay. One thing that's nice about the Technique Junkies background dies, they're $10.95 each. With my discount, they're slightly less than that. Most background die stamps, not dies, most background stamps from other companies are easily close to $20. That's one of the things I love about Technique Junkies. You don't need to have a ton of money to have to buy something nice. They have nice things in a very affordable price range. Hi, Star. Thank you, T. Just love this one. I love the sentiment. So this one on the right, I mean on the left, I am really totally tired. You can tell. The one on the left, I use gold embossing powder. It's a fantastic sentiment. Accept what is, let go of what was, and have faith in what will be. Yep, I like it with the gold too. I was only going to make it with the black embossing powder, but then I said that would look pretty with gold, especially because I was using those sunset colors in the background. Yeah, and then I just use I think this is called the notched rectangle die that I had in my stash. I used some foil paper to trim it out, and it was very quick and simple. And then I have an extra here that I didn't get a chance to put on a mat yet, but I will. And those will definitely make some pretty birthday cards too, right? Or, you know, I have some friends that are either themselves going through some medical things right now or their loved ones are. So I think that would be an encouraging one to share with somebody who needs a little bit of inspiration. Thank you, Mary. A little bit of inspiration, or just to have somebody cheer them up a little bit. Yep, those turned out great. I love the colors. I think they're so vibrant, and that's Catherine Puller ink. It just shows you how super vibrant her inks are. This is not Do-Si-Do, but Pucker Up. And this is probably a combination. So what I do is when I blend, I overlap the colors. So this could be Tutti Frutti. This is Catching Rays, I think. No, that's Tiki Torch. And that's Tiara. Yeah, that's what I used. I used those 4 inks from Catherine Puller. So I know that a lot of famous YouTubers have done videos on blending like distress oxides and what are the perfect blends. I do so much with Catherine Puller. I think I could make a series of what are some great colors to blend together using Catherine Puller inks. If only I had time. Okay, here's a cute birthday card. Just a really fun card for the summertime. Who doesn't love going to get ice cream on a hot summer night? And this one says, have a sweet birthday. It is $7.95. And I basically just used my torn edge rectangle die to create a series of frames. And then I heat embossed this with black embossing powder, and then I colored it in with some alcohol markers. And you can make the ice cream, thank you, T. You can make the ice cream any flavor you'd like. Really, some of the members of the design team did like a twist cone, which was super cute. Yes, Pam, Abraham will need that when he gets all the CP inks. Okay. We'll have to check it out, Gloria. Yeah, that's yummy. Makes you just want to go out and get an ice cream cone, doesn't it? All right. Speaking of beautiful background stamps, so a couple of months ago, Technique Junkies had the Tamashii collage, or the Tamashii frame. It was very similar to this, but it wasn't exactly the same. So I was really thrilled whenever I saw that they came out with the new Tamashii Dragonfly collage frame, stamp. So this is a red rubber background stamp, $10.95. So let me just show you something. Here it is with just black and white, plain old black and white. If I can get it out of the box. This is what it looks like, heat embossed with black and white. And then I heat embossed it again, and I used my Catherine Polar inks to ink blend the background. So there's just a lot of possibilities with this. You can use, again, like I did my butterfly Flourish collage, you could definitely use all kinds of different backgrounds for this, but it's really pretty. The dragonfly, everything is beautiful about this. Definitely another one of my favorites, and I didn't have time to make that many cards with this one, but I'm sure I will be making more cards with this one. Another thing you can do is, after you do your ink blending and you create yours, hi Sonia, you can spray it with Shimmering Bliss spray. There is a Shimmering Bliss topper. It's called Dazzle. It's really pretty. You can spray that right on top, and it just gives it a nice sparkle. Okay. Yes, Sherry, you'll love the decal trimmer. I used it on some of my sentiments. Speaking of which, I'll show you which one I used it on. So this is a fun background. It's really not a background. It's really a stamp in everything all in one. It's called Morning on the Farm. So for those of you who are farm loving, rooster loving, chicken loving people, a lot of people collect chickens. My mom does. She collects like roosters and everything. Hey Nancy, this one is definitely for you. So we've got, what I did was I used, this is from a previous release. I think back in, let's see, May. I think it was back in May with the garden release. It had like all these really cool like garden themed stamps. This one, Farm Fresh, was released, so I used that. Yeah, it does remind you of pop art. You're right, it does. I used pan pastels to okay, Melissa, so you have a chicken collection then, just like my mom does. I used pan pastels on this card because I really want it to be like a bright morning sunshine. And This is the decal trimmer. This is what the decal trimmer can do for you. So you look at this little sentiment and how I was able to trim it nice and close to the text. The decal trimmer. One thing that I love about the decal trimmer is how, oh, you have real feathered chickens. Okay. My neighbor has some live chickens. They come down into our yard sometimes. Oops, sorry, I hit the foam. But that's what I love about the decal trimmer. You can get such a nice close cut, and then the edges have that decaled edge. So it makes any sentiment really pop, right? And then my second one, I used pan pastels, and I was trying to go for like an evening look. And I thought to myself, what does the rooster have to do with the evening? But you could also interpret it as morning is rising and night is going away. And I just basically did a gradient across the panel with the purple, pink, orange, and yellow pan pastels. Yeah, like a sunrise, Arnetta. Thank you. And then we've got the little sentiment with the decal trim around it, and I used a little bit of ink just to kind of highlight it some. So that one's called Morning on the Farm. Super cute. Great summertime. Okay. This one is called Boring Hair, and it says, life is too short for boring hair. And the girl has beautiful hair. And I tried to color this hair. I tried to stamp it out and color it. Whoops. But I probably was using the wrong medium. I think I was using alcohol markers. I think I probably should use colored pencils. I don't know. So I thought, well, what can I do? Because this is such a cool stamp. I wanted to do something really to, you know, make it stand out. So I combined, this is another stamp from Technique Junkies. It's from the new release. It's called Flowing Zen. So it just reminds me of hair for some reason if you turn it this way. It also reminds you of seaweed. So it has a lot of things that it reminds me of, right? But what I did was I just went and I just basic heat embossed the stamp with black embossing powder. And then I had a fancy die that I die cut it out with. And then I just put like a little frame, which is rainbow stripe. Hi, Jen. And then the background, which is this Flowing Zen, I used my Catherine Puller inks and I heat embossed them with clear embossing powder. So I definitely think this one turned out really cool. Hi, Joyce. I'm really pleased with this. I like the bright colors and just it's groovy looking, right? So that one is a combination of two of the new stamps. Thank you, Mary. This one's Flowing Zen and Life is Too Short for Boring Hair. So that one turned out really nice. And when you have a beautiful stamp like that, thanks, Stacy. Just let the stamp do the talking, right? So that one turned out great. I really like that one. Okay. And then we have another one that is that I heat embossed. So this one says dance like no one is watching. And it's kind of cool because a person who's dancing, the lady who's dancing, it's like just reminds you of like flash dance or something. Like the water kind of like spraying out all around her when she's dancing. That's a throwback to the 1980s. I know. Believe me, I know. But I was going for something colorful. And so what I did was I heat embossed the stamp with black embossing powder. And then I used some rainbow paper and some frames that I had in my stash. I even used I did say flash dance. Isn't that what it's called? Flash dance? Okay. Do I have the wrong movie? Splash Dance? I did say Flash Dance. I didn't say Splash Dance. Yeah, that would be pretty. Some holographic glitter embossing powder. That would be pretty. I did say Flash Dance. Oh my gosh. But yeah, it just reminded me of water. It just reminded me of like that sort of like look. River Dance. Oh, and this is one of those Stampin' Up, what is it called? 3D embossing folder, that old paper. I love that embossing folder. She's a maniac. Thank you, Abraham. Thank you. That's exactly the movie I'm talking about. We watched that movie over and over again. We were teenagers when it came out. We were obsessed with it. Obsessed. So, those are the cards that I made, but that's not it. There's more stamps that we have yet to play with in this fantastic new release. So, we've got some fantastic beach-themed stamps that we're going to play with tonight. This one is called At the Border, at the beach border. Sorry, at the beach border. So it's so cute. It's got all these little people playing on the beach with their umbrellas in the sand and out in the ocean, walking a dog. Yeah, so very nice little scene. I'll get up close so you can see it. Isn't it cute? Okay, and then this one is called Mermaid Vibes, and it says, yes, T, we need to find out where's Waldo. This one says, beach hair, tan lines, salty air, and mermaid vibes. So I love that. Oh my gosh, Pam, that is so cool. Did they film that in Pittsburgh? I think they did. Well, she was a dancer in Pittsburgh. I do know that. Whether they filmed it in Pittsburgh, I don't know, but it was definitely based out of Pittsburgh, like Steel Town, you know. So I love this one. I just didn't get a chance to make anything with it. So if you've never seen Flash Dance, you gotta see that. Okay, another awesome sentiment. It says, some of the best memories are made in flip-flops. So true. And it's just a simple sentiment. I can't talk today. And you can use it on so many different cards. So that's awesome. Okay, this one's fun. It says, don't worry, beach happy. Oh, that's a good little punny card, right? Nice little play on words. I do, Stacy. I am running on fumes. I am running on fumes. Yes, the song is Maniac. I remember that song. Yes. That's before I was born. Well, Abraham, some of us can't say that. Some of us were alive and well and in our teenage years. And then this one really isn't a beach themed one. It's just a really cool sentiment. And it says, go where you feel most alive. And I love going to the beach and I feel alive at the beach. So I put it in with the beach ones because I figured that's where I would probably end up using it. I think this little Where's Waldo beach border, I don't know, maybe that's why it's like sort of half a stamp. It's like a border. Okay. And then you can put whatever you want atop. Ah, now I'm getting it, why it's called At the Beach Border. You could put Don't Worry, Beach Happy. You could put Some of the Best Memories are Made in Flip-Flops. Or you could put Go Where You Feel Most Alive. There's all kinds of options, right? All right, so these are the ones we're going to play with tonight, but I want to show you one more thing that I recently got from Technique Junkies. This is the Layered Wave Stencil. I've never used it yet. It's from A Colorful Life Designs. It is available at Technique Junkies. And I want to make some waves for this beach hair, tan lines, salty air, and mermaid vibes. I thought that would be a really nice background. All right, so let's get to creating, and then we'll play with the beach scene at the beach. Okay, so oh, I did tell you that I would spray some Shimmering Bliss too. Forgot about that. So we'll do that too. Okay. Okay. I'm just like so disappointed I can't find the ones that I already made, but it doesn't matter because the ones that I made, I didn't have these colors of Shimmering Bliss sprays. Let me grab my trimmer so I can cut this down. And I'm basically going to use the Shimmering Bliss on half-page sheets. Just because I like to make these backgrounds up ahead of time. And then I can always trim them down. Now, this is called Accent Opaque paper. So the hammer mill paper we were talking about earlier that I use to blend my blends with, I don't necessarily use that kind of paper for the Shimmering Bliss. So I just wanted you all to know that. Full disclosure there. Okay, so let me just protect my iPad. I don't want that to get any Shimmering Bliss on it. We're going to use some Miami Vice. When you're using the Shimmering Bliss, you want to roll them in your hands. You don't want to shake it up and down. Shaking it up and down could cause the little straw and the little stopper to clog. If that does happen, you can clean it out with some warm water and it will come unclogged. But we're going to try to avoid that tonight. I'm going to use the Mermaid Miami Vice. That was that color. I'm also going to use Dolphin Cove. Okay, so this is the Dolphin Cove. Okay. I will find them when the video's over, you're right. So we've got Miami Vice, Dolphin Cove. Aren't they pretty? And then let's try some of this Vivid Volt. Yeah. Oh boy, this is a pretty green. Look at that. Is that pretty? So this shows you the mica's not all the way mixed yet. So I'm going to roll that a little bit more. Okay, it's got a lot of mica in it. I'm going to have to keep rolling it. Wow. Well, it's ready to go nonetheless. So let's go ahead and make some backgrounds. Dolphin Cove deserves a card of its own. It's so pretty. Yeah, it definitely is pretty. But I'm going to do some combo colors here. So we'll start with Miami Vice. Super pretty. Look at that. I love it. Okay, and then some Dolphin Cove. That's a really bright blue. Super pretty. And then in the middle, we'll add the Vivid Volt. Oh my gosh. I'm in love. Is it possible to be in love with some paper? And yeah, it's a little bit splotchy because I mean, I was just super close up. and I really wasn't aiming very well, but it doesn't matter because it's going to be a background. So I'll lay it down and I'll finish that up so it doesn't look so splotchy. Let's go in with another coat. Oh yeah, that's a nice combo. All right, it's okay. It's all right, Maureen. That's pretty. All right, so let's move this one aside. And let's do another one. That is the magic of Shimmering Bliss spray. Ooh, is that pretty? Okay, it's a little bit wet. A little bit needs to dry. Move that aside here. That's pretty. Okay. Now let's turn our paper this way and we will use this lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli, yeah. And I like the Vivid Volts. I'm going to add that to this. I'm just going to let that run down the paper. Let it drip. And then let's do some Dolphin Cove. So it's a lot like the same one we just did, but the top color of blue is a lot deeper. Okay. Oh, Joyce. The Shimmering Bliss sprays are super fun. I just don't want to get my phone. The reason why I'm not getting the angle maybe precisely the way you like it is I'm afraid that it's going to splash up onto my camera phone, and I have an iPhone and I have an iPad, and I don't want this spray getting on those. So I'm just being a little bit careful at the angle that I'm using. So, yep. Oh, that's right, Tracy. We have to spray it with hairspray. Okay, I'll get the hairspray out. Okay, so one of the things that Pat suggested when we had our stamp with me was that you go ahead and spray this with hairspray even when it's still damp. This is going to be a binder. It's going to create a binding so that the Shimmering Bliss doesn't come off on your hands or whatever. Because it's got a lot of mica in it, and the hairspray helps to keep that from coming off whenever you rub your hand against it. Okay. Any kind of hairspray. Pat uses Aquanet. I don't have any Aquanet, so I just use what I had. Let's go ahead and spray this one. Okay. So we'll let those dry. I'm going to do one more with the Miami Vice. And this time I'm going to try this Mindaro. It's a bright yellow. This is Mindaro. And then we'll go ahead with some Vivid Volt as well. Super pretty. And hairspray. Okay. And then I want to show you the dragon's blood. Actually, I want to see the dragon's blood myself because I think it's going to be super pretty. Yeah, this is my dirty paper towel. Yep, it's really got some color on it, doesn't it? Thanks, T. Red, and let's do Smoldering Ash gray. And I've got the Thulian pink. Okay, so that gives us some pinks and reds to work with. That looks almost purple. The pink and the gray together looks almost purple. Okay. So thanks for hanging out with me while I made those Shimmering Bliss panels. I think those turned out really nice. Now we're going to play with this stencil. By the way, you can use Shimmering Bliss through a stencil. You might as well do that while we have it out. Again, this is the Layered Waves stencil from A Colorful Life Designs that you can purchase at Technique Junkies. Gonna get a smaller piece of card stock. And, oh, guess what I just found? I just found the ones that I made before. Here they are. These are the ones that I made before. They're already dry. I don't know how I overlooked them earlier. They turned out really nice, didn't they? And for these, I used Ocean Depth and Mixed Metals and Mermaid. So those are the ones I used for that. Look how shiny. That's what it looks like when it's dry. That's why it's called Shimmering Bliss, because it certainly shimmers. All right, I had a whole stack of card bases here, ready to go. Of course. Okay. So we'll turn it this way, and so what's nice about the Colorful Life Design stencils, they have etched in them at the bottom the name of the stencil. This is Layered Waves 1, Layered Waves 2. We'll start with number 2. And we will put some Dolphin Cove. Oh, thank you, T. I said I got them pink for Chow's baby shower tomorrow night, her baby sprinkle. Pink with a little bit of blue, too. Now I'm going to take a paper towel. or two. Okay, and get some of that excess liquid up. Okay, so there's our first layer. Pretty cool. Second layer, which is called layer 1. Okay, we're going to line that up to the best that I can. Okay. And we will use Miami Vice. Okay. I'll use these towels again. They won't go to waste. Okay. So we've got two different style of waves in the background of our stencil there. Okay. And I'm going to leave the stencil inside the box because I'm going to have to wash that. Let's go ahead and dry this with my heat gun. And we'll use this as our background for our mermaid sentiment. Okay. Okay, Pam, thank you for stopping by. It was so much fun to hang out with you. Okay, we're plugged in. All right. Let me grab something to hold this with so I don't burn my fingers. Goes my hairspray. Okay. I'm going to grab some Catherine Polar inks and going to stamp the sentiment. Stamp a couple sentiments. Right, so let me grab some inks here. From the Date Night collection. then some of the new colors that just came out this spring that are very much in line with ocean themed stamps. All right, so we've got Cove Blue, Tranquil, Sea Glass, Bay Breeze. And then I'm going to pull in Cummerbund, which is favorite for sure. Some Pucker Up and probably Serenade. And I found my card bases. They're right here, right in front of my face. Oh, my hands are very dirty, so let me grab some alcohol sanitizer to get this ink off my hands. I have a bunch of Shimmering Bliss on my hands. I don't want that to go over my card base. Okay. Okay. I am tempted to fill in this stencil with a little bit more stenciling, and I have just the tool to do it. So I'm going to show you something that I think you'll like. And I know some of you probably already have it, but let me clean my stencils real quick. And then they're covered with ink right now from the Shimmering Bliss sprays. Oh, messy, messy. Ah, well, I don't have to go to work tomorrow, so it's all right. I'll get a shower, and when I shampoo my hair, it'll come out off my hands. I don't have to worry about having blue fingers tomorrow, because I don't have to work. No one has to see my hands. Okay. Now, if I was using alcohol inks, I would be wearing gloves. No doubt. Okay, here we go. That's clean enough for me. Okay, yep, that's good. All right. Okay, so I got something in the mail today. And I know that T uses these. I'm going to give them a try. Okay. These are little blending brushes that you put on your finger. They are called 12-pack. Okay, come on. 12-pack blending brushes. Oh, Chow says she has them too. Super. Chow's holding out on me. I didn't know she had them. But they're actually blending brushes. They're not daubers. They're blending brushes. And that's what I'm going to use. So we've got all the different colors of the rainbow here. And depending on what kind of ink colors you want to use, you grab your dauber here. Now, I'm going to use these for my Catherine Pooler inks because that's the inks that I use the most. If you wanted to, you could get a set for your Distress Oxides too. I mean, why not if you wanted to? But Catherine Pooler, they're really soft. Yeah, you're right, they're really soft. Catherine Pooler inks are a dye-based ink. All right, so let's go with this one. This is Layered Waves 2. Let's put this one down and line it up here to the best that I can. And I'm going to use Sea Glass first. So I'm going to take the darker brush. And I'm going to use a little bit of ink, okay? I'm not going to use what I normally do, which is I flood my blending brush with ink. I'm going to try to hold back and be restrained for once and not put so much ink on them. I think that they'll stay cleaner longer if I do that. Okay, so let's see here. That looks about right. A little bit of ink on the blending brush. So it sounds like a lot of you have these. Hi, Suzette. They give you great control because you're using your finger as opposed to a brush. And, oh, well, these are from Amazon, so they're definitely affordable. $15.98 in Nancy's Amazon shop. I asked her to put them in her shop so that you could get them there. Oh, oh, well, you did good because the price went up. Oh, wait a minute. That's the wrong product. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Okay, these are called 8 finger ink blending brushes for $10. You're right, T. For $10. Okay, my fingers must be really small because it keeps falling off my finger. So, oh, that's pretty. Let's go up. Let's go up to this line here. Wait, right here. Let's see here. About right there. Yeah. Well, that definitely matches that. Yeah, they're $10. Yep. Thank you, Chow. Tracy, do yours fall off your fingers? I have to hold on to them because they'll pop right off my finger. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, maybe my fingers are skinny at the top. How about you, Gloria? Does yours pop off your fingers? These are like made for a man's size fingers. Something, I don't know. Okay. Yes, I do have nails. Yes, that's probably what it is. I thought that when I use the finger daubers, I don't have that problem. But they're really tiny finger daubers. Right? They're super small. Okay. 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 Yeah, they're very nice. Okay, so I'm going to switch to the next stencil layer, which is this one here. And let's get some of those blue colors out. Hi, Melody. Yeah, I'm gonna have to hold it, yeah, for pressure, yeah. I just have to hold it like this, that's all. It's fine. Okay, so this is a Cove Blue. Super. They're easy to work with, these little blending brushes for on your fingers. They're easy to work with. Yeah, I like them. Now let's get some of this tranquil color and get some of that white cap look into this background. Okay, Cheryl. I think I know what you mean. I think I have one of those. Is this what you mean, Cheryl? This little thing? Right here. I'm holding it the wrong way. Yes, it's a really handy tool. You just put it around your finger. Yeah. So I'm just going to take and wipe it off on a piece of cardstock, just a spare piece of cardstock that I accidentally got some ink on. And it's coming clean. I'm just gently brushing it. Okay, we're going to go in with Tranquil now. That's some pretty cool waves. So I've never used this layered stencil before. I'm not sure that I'm actually lining it up correctly, but it doesn't matter. We're getting the waves in the background, and that's really what we're going for. Okay. And then when you're done, you just put them back together again. They do snap together. There's what I'm trying to say is it's nice and, you know, it's not loose, it's nice and tight. I just go right inside there. They don't touch each other. They basically have their own, so they don't, so if you're using blue and red, they don't merge together. And then there's a cap for the top one. Cap. And then you put them back in the tube until you want to use them again. I definitely wouldn't clean them with water because they're sort of like a nylon bristle. I think that just a little bit rubbing it on a paper towel or a scratched piece of paper is fine. So yeah, that's that. I want to show you guys that. And then I'm going to show you one more sort of ink trick. So we're going to trim this panel down. Okay, let's trim it down to 4. Yep. Okay. Now, a lot of you have the Cloud Edger stencil from Colorful Life Designs, which is also available through Technique Junkies. Okay, and I just put all of those ink daubers away. I mean, they're not ink daubers, they're little finger brushes. So let me pop that one back out, because that's the color I need is blue. No, actually, I'm going to use Distress Oxides for this. Bear with me, folks. Let me grab my, what's that new one called? Salvage Patina. Yeah. Let me grab my Salvage Patina. Oh, where did I put it? I found it. Hey Jerry, how are you? Okay. Oh, I left one out. Put it back in there. Jerry, we were just playing with these little fingertip blending brushes that you can get off of Amazon. They're really cool. They're not daubers, they're actually fingertip blending brushes. Okay. All right, so this technique I also learned from T. This is how I store my blending foam dome blenders. And we're going to get my inks out of the way here real quick. Okay. Oh, okay, that's cool to know. Okay, salvage patina is what I'm looking for. But I also grabbed Salty Ocean. And Mermaid Lagoon. Okay. Those are just wooden panels that I painted and put the Velcro on. And I'm able to store these then in my drawers that I have for my craft room. Yeah, I just painted it with some paint that I had in my stash. Nothing fancy, just some acrylic paint that I had. Okay, let's go ahead and use this cloud edger stencil, not to make clouds, but to make waves. Okay, so if we turn it this way, right, we've got clouds. So if we turn it this way, we have waves. And this is a panel that I created with Shimmering Bliss, and it's dry. It's already been sprayed with hairspray to set it. And now I'm going to use some Distress Oxide right on top to create some waves. I might have to use a different color because that color is very close to Salvage Patina. So that's why I grabbed a couple different colors of Distress Oxides. This is something I learned from Tracy Fear, Not Afraid of Color, taught me this. It's basically a panel that you can get like at Walmart or the Dollar Tree. And I painted it on one side, put a whole bunch of Velcro dots, and then I can store my Distress Oxide on there. And then I have one for Catherine Pooler inks too. All right, let's try Mermaid Lagoon instead. I think that might give us a better contrast. I think Salvage Patina is too much like the panel that I have created. Again, this is the Cloud Edger stencil, using it to make waves instead of a cloud. And that definitely was what I was going for, that look. Okay. And this is Mermaid Lagoon Distress Oxide. So we've got a nice little wave going there. All right, let's go ahead and make a couple more waves. That's looking pretty nice. Hey Trudy, how are you? Trudy, I see you're going to the Pittsburgh stamp show. That's so exciting. Hopefully I see you there. Hopefully Nancy and I will get to see you there. Hi Yvonne. Okay. One more row. I think it looks pretty cute. Oh, Cheryl's going to stamp away. That's fun. I'd like to go there someday, Cheryl. That's the one in Cincinnati, Ohio, right? That's probably about, what, 5 hours from where I live, Cincinnati, Ohio. Not a bad drive. Oh yeah, that's cool. So I'm happy with how that turned out. Okay. Let me get these out of the way. And I need to clean my fingers off because I had ink all over them again. Oh, Cheryl, good for you. Is it in Cincinnati? Did you say it was in Cincinnati? I think that's where it's at. Okay, Trudy, no problem. I know, Cheryl. Maybe next year we can go to that one. What do you think, Nancy? I think that... Cheryl, when is that one? Now let's get to stamping. After all that stenciling... Yeah, definitely. I'm going to try out Stamp Away. I think it's one of the biggest shows in the East, on the East Coast anyways. That's right, road trip. Alrighty. Now, I'm going to stamp the Beach Hair, Tan Line, Salty Air, and Mermaid Vibes. First Saturday in August. Okay. Okay, Cincinnati, Ohio. Okay. First Saturday in August. I heard it's a pretty big show. Alright, so this one I want to do more than one color on my panel. And I know that I'm going to have to use some darker colors so that I have a little bit of contrast because this is the panel that I'm going to use. So I've got a lot of blue with that. So I'm going to pick out some Bay Breeze and Sea Glass. And in the park. And let's go ahead and stamp this. Whoops, I need to take my mouse pad out. Oh, good. Well, Yvonne, I think I'm right there with you. Okay, let's stamp. Aw, looks like my stamp has a little boo-boo in it. Well, let's see how it looks when I stamp it. Sometimes that happens. Well, you have Maymay in Alabama, so you're not totally unloved. And I think Maymay has different events, right? So first we'll do In the Park, then we'll do Sea Glass, then we'll do Bay Breeze. This is a brand new stamp. I should have conditioned it first, probably with some Versamark, but I didn't. Oh, that's cute. Gonna have to stamp again. This In the Park really pops. I like that color. Use my Chucky tool. Made by my own hands. Very easy to make. If you're not sure, just watch my video, and T has a video, and so does Nancy. You check them out. Sea Glass. Oh, Trudy, thank you. So before there was my Chucky in my desk, Trudy sent me this tool that she and her husband created called the Numinator, because her last name is Newman. Let's show you how that works. Thank you, Trudy. I forgot that I had that. And you just hold it like this, and it works like a charm. See that? Okay. I like the Tim Holtz stamping platform for the red rubber stamps. I normally don't reach for the Misty when I'm doing red rubber stamps. So here we have it. There's a little, I think, defect in the stamp, which I will let Pat know, and she'll send me another one. The A is not stamping correctly. And if you ever run into any problems like that, just let Pat know and she'll send you a new one. But the A looked like it kind of didn't fully mold in the mold. So I'll just use a little bit of green ink and color that in. So that was Sea Glass. Yeah, the A is broken. Yeah, it's not heavy at all. It's a nice, small, compact. So we'll just draw it in. Actually, I can't even tell you guys. Look. See that? That was easy fix. Can't tell at all. All right, let's get the decal trimmer out. Ooh, yes, decal trimmer. Go. Oh, my desk is getting super cluttered, which that happens when you're doing a live. All right. Whoa. All right. It's very loud. Nothing like the sound of the decal trimmer to wake your husband up in the middle of the night when he's trying to sleep in the room next to your craft room. I didn't do it on purpose. It happened though. He said, "What are you doing in there?" So I definitely think the decal trimmer is super for that reason. You get that nice look. It just reminds you of something that had been die cut with a, like a jagged edge die. Yeah, I did. I got yelled at for using my decal trimmer at 10:30 or 11 o'clock at night, I think it was. Yeah, so, yep. Okay. I did, but I put it away and made sure I never did that again. Yeah, you can rip your paper, sure. All right, so let's go ahead and get our little tool. Oh yeah, these are so cute. I'm gonna grab the green one out, and I'm gonna use this In the Park by Catherine Pooler to just put some ink along the edge of this. So just a little bit of ink. Oh, good. We love Sebastian. We love all kinds of seahorse stamps. So all I'm doing is just taking this blending fingertip blender, just blending the edge. That's all. This makes it very convenient, I will say. You don't have to go grab the brushes off the shelf, right? You just have to grab your little fingertip blending brush. Oh yeah, you don't have to worry about cutting crooked with this thing, this decal trimmer. Okay, so the fingertip blenders have their own little storage unit, all right, which they come with, this little storage container. They just go in here and they come in a tube, a little plastic tube. That way you don't have to worry about coming up with your own way to store them. They do not touch each other at all while they're in the tube, okay? So they're going to stay nice to the color that you want them to be. Okay, now we have that. Okay, we'll just slide this in here. Okay, and then we'll put the cap on. And there we go. Rainbow variety of blending brushes right at your fingertips, literally. Oh, let's grab that decal trimmer again. And let's decal trim our panel. Chow, you don't want to use your decal trimmer when the baby's sleeping. I think if you want the baby to wake up, definitely use the decal trimmer. It's loud. Okay. Did I trim that down enough? Yep, okay. Thank you, Lois. I got my nails done like this for Chow's baby sprinkle. Don't forget, tomorrow night at 7 o'clock on Nancy's YouTube channel, we've got Chow's baby sprinkle. So exciting. Can't wait. I still need to trim that down just a little bit more. It's still a little bit too long. Chow, how many more days do you have to go? Was it 29 or something like that? 29 days. How exciting. Seems like it was so long ago when we were planning your baby sprinkle. And here it's here already. Baby Madison. Oh, little girl. She's going to be so cute, just like Chow. Yeah. So Chow, what Chow? You never know. Baby might come before that. You never know. Okay, so we've got our waves. Let's go ahead and foam tape this sentiment. Put foam tape. Chow would like to have her baby on July 24th. And she is going to be induced because the doctor knows the baby's big. And her doctor is kind and is not going to make her actual regular due date was August the 7th when it first started, but you know how it is with due dates. Really, when the baby's ready, the baby's ready. Her belly's really big, so I would say that it's a pretty big baby considering the size of her belly. You'll have to tune in tomorrow night at 7 on Nancy's YouTube channel so you can see the belly. Yeah, she's been doing a really good job keeping her blood pressure in check. But just to be, on the safe side, they're going to induce her. So the doctor thinks that's the safest for her and the baby. So that's the plan. Oh, Joyce's birthday is July 28th. Well, here's the reason why Chow was hoping July 24th. Because all of their birthdays fall on the 24th. She's January 24th. Kyle is February 24th. And Sin is... I forget which month he is, but his birthday's on the 24th as well. December 24th is Sin. Okay. So, wouldn't it be cool if the baby girl was born on 24th? I think it would be very cool. All right, let's put some bling on this. Okay. I've got some rhinestones that I want to put on here. Give it a little sparkle. That's right, Chow. Yeah, I don't know about that, Mary. I don't know how accommodating the doctors are. That would be nice if they would accommodate her and let her pick a date. But it's not a C-section, so I think a lot of times with C-sections but she's being induced. So yeah, sometimes they let you pick your date when you're being induced. Yeah, usually that's how it is with doctors. They go with their schedules, right? Okay, so I'm going to put some green rhinestones on the panel here. Make it a little sparkly. What I normally do is figure out where I'm going to put them and then glue them down. Yeah. Okay, so we got 3, and we'll go with 2 more. I think they're kind of small. Let's see here. Yeah, they're super tiny. For me, they're a little bit hard to handle. I'm not the best at doing this, but they're so tiny. I just watched Chow. That's how I learned. She's really good with rhinestones. This little rhinestone jewel picker makes it easy too. That's for sure. Okay, one more. Put that over here. Down in the corner. Okay. Yep, she hasn't had to take any blood pressure medicine. She's doing really good. So that's a card. I like it because the panel in the background uses the Shimmering Bliss spray. And it's just a simple card. It's really nothing fancy, but super cute, and it's definitely really cool colors. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Well, I don't want to hold you up any longer. We've been together here since 7 o'clock, and it's almost 9 o'clock now. We are going to be together again tomorrow night for Chow's Baby Sprinkle on Nancy's YouTube channel at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And Gloria wanted to know if there will be... Oh, Nancy's going to go live too today? I think. Yeah, we talked about having games. So let's just put it to you this way. It'll be more like prizes. Because you know the FSC... We love to give away stuff to you all who are part of the FSC Nation. So you definitely want to tune into that. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Go over to Nancy's channel next. She's going to do a live tonight. Thanks so much, everybody. Don't forget to check out Technique Junkies. They've got a beautiful set of stamps that they have released for this month. Lot of nautical themed stamps, and don't forget to use my code, which is TJ10 Tracy, if you purchase from them. All of the new stamps are 15% off until July the 8th. After that, they go back to their normal price. So if you would purchase, say, for example, this stamp and a Shimmering Bliss spray, you would get 15% off the stamp, and then if you would use my coupon code, you would get 10% off of everything else in your basket. Thanks so much for watching. It's always a pleasure. I love hanging out with you guys. Wish I could do it more often. See you in a few minutes. Yes, thumbs up, please. See you in a few minutes over on Nancy's channel. Good night, everyone. Bye. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Thanks to my administrators, by the way, T, Stacy, Nancy, and Chow. Thanks for all your help.